my channel, welcome back to another video and welcome back to another eye look. I recently done a swatch video on the palette by Laura Lee, the Cat's Pajamas, which I had gotten at a very good price. And when I done the video, I put the video up, a lot of people said that they would like to see me do an eye look, so I think it would be rude not to. So yeah, today this is what I'm doing. So I've already done all my makeup, I've done my foundation, I've done everything. I've even put on some concealer on my eyes, which I might actually put a little bit more on, because I think it might have creased a little bit. But I will redo that obviously, and I will do a look using this gorgeous palette. And as you can see, I have actually used it quite a lot. There is a mirror in here. I am going to try and use the mirror for the look because I think it's going to be easier. So if you do see this come up in shot, don't sit there and think, oh, rude cow. I need to be able to see what I'm doing. So yes, well, let's see what happens, because who knows what I'm going to create. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I always feel so sorry for you guys when I have to zoom in, because I wouldn't want to look at my eyes zoomed in, because I just think, really? I think, oh my god, really? Right, don't want to come in too close. So, eyebrows are done. Why am I doing that? So, yeah, I'm just going to pop a little bit more... get a bit comfortable. Pop a little bit more concealer onto my eyes, just so I can put a good base on. I'm going to use my little trusty Primark mirror. So I'm using the Conceal and Define by Makeup Revolution, and I'm doing this in C1 because it's slightly too light for my skin tone. And it is really good to highlight areas, but I don't really highlight much with cream products. I do use it sometimes under my eyes if I want a really bright effect, but to be fair, I still find it a little bit too bright for me. It's too pale, which is very unusual, because yeah, I am a pale face. From Twilight, I have a pale face. So yeah, I'm using the wrong finger actually. You should use this finger here, and the reason you should use your ring finger is because it will apply the least pressure. Now, I'd completely forgotten about that until somebody commented on a video, an old video the other day, where, God, it was when I was first started doing YouTube. And it was one of the things that I had actually mentioned in this video. And they were messaging me saying, oh, that was a really good tip, I never knew that. And I was like, do you know, I actually forgot all about that. You know what I was like, this crazy world. Okay, so as you can see, it's very pale, so that's why I'm using it to lay down my eye look. So I'm going to start off with Okie Dokie, just to set that in place. I just think that that is like the ideal colour to blend in. So I have done my brows already. I have got a little spray. I have a spray. I have a stray eyelash, which I will sort out. It's not an eyelash, it's an eyebrow hair. So, okie dokie. I've just realised what I've done. This colour is called okie dokie, and I use that expression all the time. That wasn't done on purpose, by the way. That was a faux pas. Now, I do find that there is a little bit of fallout with the matte colours. But I just think that as a base for me, and I think I could use this later on as a highlighter under my brow if I don't want it to look too blingy. Okay, so we've done that. So I'm going to be taking a fluffy brush. Just clean any excess off. I'm going to take my trusty little Zoeva brush. This is a Zoeva 224, and it's, what does it say? It's a luxe defined crease. And I really like this, especially as I've got hooded eyes, as you probably already know. Let's knock that off. Oh, I love to knock it off, I do. Okay, so I'm going to use Bomb Diggity in my crease. It is slightly darker than I would like to use normally, so I'm going to actually use that, but I'm going to mix it up a little bit with the Okie Dokie as well, just to lighten that colour up again. So, yeah, just work that into my crease. It's not blending as well as other eyeshadows that I've used. And this, like, is my go-to brush for blending in my crease colour, because it's just awesome and I don't normally have a problem. But I am finding it a little bit more difficult. I'm having to work at it a little bit harder than I would like my Makeup Revolution palettes. And, you know, they're a heck of a lot cheaper, but I mean, the formula's really nice on these. Anyway, if you look at my eyes, you can't even see my crease, so I'm going to take my crease colour up a little bit higher to counteract that drooping eye of mine. Now, if you don't suffer hooded eyes, or you're a youngster that is looking at me thinking, goodness me, you're old and you're taking your eyeshadow right up there, that's simply because I'm going to be taking my eyeshadow up higher to combat that hooded eye. So I need to take the crease colour up higher so I can obviously blend the colours out. Okay, so let's just do that on the other eye. So to start off with, I've mixed the two colours again, because it is it is pigmented. It's very pigmented. Oh, it's blending a lot better on this eye over here. So I don't need to blend that one up quite as high as this eye, because this eye has got a real, my eyelid is really drooping at the moment. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I've said this before in videos that I've got fibromyalgia, and a lot of the time I have muscle spasms, and they're all the time. And at the moment I'm on a real, like, I haven't got much pain with muscle spasms. It's almost like my body is a bit chilled out a bit more now, and since then my eyelids are drooped, and I think it's because my muscles in my face isn't in so much spasm. So obviously my hooded eyes are dropped. Either that, or I've gone to sleep at 44 and woke up at 64 and didn't realise that I've had 20 years sleep. I'll tell you what, if I don't have to dye my hair, be completely white at that age, then I'll be quite happy. So I'm just going to take another brush. I'm going to be taking, this is another crease brush. This is my Real Techniques, and it's a brush crush in 305. I really like these brushes. Let's just knock all that off. Let's just go in and just blend that out a little bit more. Because you don't want any harsh lines anywhere. You need that to just be a constant. Constantly blending it out, up and out, so that you don't have that harsh line. You don't want a harsh line where you can see the end of the eyeshadow. It needs to blend, it needs to almost like a gradient out. So as you can see, that's blended a lot better. That was hard work. That was really hard work. So I'm going to take the slightly darker colour, which is Cray Cray, which is this one here. Just very gently tap and just to darken this bit out here. I'm going to use this. This is my Lamora tapered blending brush 110. And that's better. Just so I can really emphasise lifting that brow. Well, it's not lifting the brow, it's lifting the, looking like it's lifting the lid. So it kind of like makes me look more like I'm doing this rather than this. So, and Stephanie Lang, if you don't know Stephanie Lang, part of the Lang family, I will link her channel down below. She's got loads and loads of videos for hooded eyes, so she's really great. And she calls this the dome technique, where you literally dome your eye above your crease to lift your eye up. And as you can see, again, I don't need it as much on this eye as I do on this, which is bizarre because this eye is open more than this one. So right in the outer corner, I'm going to use this beautiful burgundy kooky colour. I'm going to put it on my tapered brush again and just on the outer corner. Literally just bring that over to about halfway of the lid. And keep blending that. So as you can see, you can't see where one colour starts and one colour finishes. It's just blended. Let's do this side. Oh, and here the kettle's gone on. Bubs is going to make me a cup of tea. Bubs is at home today because of being poorly. So Bob just said he's put the kettle on, so I'm hoping he's going to bring me a cup of tea in a minute. He's obviously having some lunch because it's lunchtime. So I'm really working at trying to blend that out in the corner. Really like that. See how pigmented those colours are. Really nice. Really nice. So, the lid. I'm going to use some of the Bomb Diggity just to, because I've said before, I do like to put a matte on my lid because I feel that sometimes it can take away some of the texture of my eyelid, because my eyelid has a very, very odd texture, and I think it's from the keratosis. But I've always had it. That actually, you know what? If I didn't want any shimmer on my eyes, I think this actually looks quite a nice. I quite like this with that matte on, just as it is. Looks really pretty to me. I mean, to you it might look totally unfinished, but there you are. Okay, so I'm now going to take my, this is my mermaid, or is that my unicorn? I think it's the unicorn collection. Yeah, it's the unicorn collection from I Heart Makeup set of brushes, and this is the flat eye brush. Do you know, I love this. This was £1.50 from Primark, and it's like a little Brillo pad in a plastic container. I mean, can you see all the eyeshadow in there that's been used? Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is on the outer part, I'm going to use this colour here, which is out of the other. So I'm going to use in one ear, out of the other, and then I'm going to use Scatterbrain as well. But I want to do the dark colour first, just there's a bit of fallout from that. It's literally just to do the very, very outer corner of the lid. Just the tiniest amount. That's gone on so nice. Oh, bless him, can you hear him coughing? And then I'm going to use the other side, and I'm going to use it in one ear, which is this beautiful colour here. Do you know what? I'm going to end up using all these colours, I bet. I'm going to end up looking like a rainbow on my eye. I think these colours really complement each other. Okay, that doesn't lay down quite as nice as the purple. Again, having to work a little bit harder to get the payoff from it. And just try the other eye. I might have to try a different brush. I mean, normally this brush is amazing for this. I like to hear people saying, why on earth don't you just do a cut crease? And the reason being is I am actually quite scared of doing a cut crease, because I'm thinking, oh shoot. So yeah, I mean, these are very, very pigmented, these colours, and they are absolutely beautiful, but you do have to work hard to get the payoff that you want. But I think it's worth it because the colours are beautiful. Okay, so I'm just going to blend I'm going to use some of the Okie Dokie. Actually, let me just put that up on my brow bone. That's a bit too stark. Let's go back to Bomb Diggity actually. Just blend that out above the lid. Don't worry, I haven't finished. Not yet. God, that is pretty dark, isn't it? That is definitely I'm going out. Can you see? I have got quite a bit of fallout here. Okay, so now to lay down, I'm going to use Scatterbrain because it is beautiful gold and I love golds. Everybody that knows me and watches my videos regular. Oh, look at that. That is gorgeous. Now, the thing is, when I turn my head like this, it looks amazing, but then when you look at it full on, it's almost like it disappears. So you can see how beautiful that is going on, and then when you look at my face on, it's gone. It's like, oh, where's that gone then? So I'm just going to pop that on and just blend that up. That's the nice thing about this brush is the fact that you can use it for this type of shadow, but you can also blend with it as well. And now I'm just going to brush that out. See, it's dropped again. My eyeshadow's dropped again. I don't even need to go under my eyes with eyeshadow this time. It's already there. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use a bit of Fix Plus. Oh, actually, I haven't got any Fix Plus here. I'm going to pop this gold on my brush. And then I'm going to use the I Heart Makeup Fix and Spray. This is one of my favourite sprays. Okay, just one spray, just to give it a little bit of moisture, because we like a bit of moisture. That's better. That really shows now. Let's just pop some more on that eye. Okay. Using a bit of the Bomb Diggity just to blend that up there. And then I'm just going to take a very, very small brush, and this is the Precise Shader by Lamora. Doesn't have a number on it. And I'm going to use the Kooky just under my eye. The only thing I will say, I mean, I don't know if you can see how that colour has actually dropped under here. But even so, it's still, I really like it. I've been using this palette now for a few days. And although it is harder to work with, I do like the results. Okay, so that's that done. So I'm just going to buff out. I'm going to use the tapered brush to buff out because I just find that one is the easiest for me. Okay, so I'm going to now just do my tight line. My eye. Okay, normally I would use my Makeup Revolution eyeliner, but I can't find it. I don't know what I've done with it. Whoops. So I can't use that. So I'm going to have to use my Soap and Glory one, which I don't find the results are quite the same as the Makeup Revolution. I think the Makeup Revolution is a lot better. I find the Soap and Glory one a lot waxier. So I'm just going to literally tight line. I don't even know if you can notice. And then I'm just going to use the inside. The other thing I find with this is it looks a lot harsher than the Makeup Revolution one. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the black, which is Audible. That's me. I'm just going to literally dip my brush in, and I'm going to just pop that as close to the lash line as I possibly can. And again, this is the best way for me to look like I've got eyeliner on, because of my hooded eyes. It's really difficult. Again, we've got some fallout here. Oh, great, it doesn't all go. Brilliant. It's alright, I'll just have to conceal it. So I'm doing this right into the root of the eyelashes to give the appearance that I have got eyeliner on. So, and then I'm just going to blend here. And then that's finished eye look. Just going to pop my mascara on. I'm using Lash Princess by Essence, and this is the False Lash Effect, the mint green one, because that's everybody's favourite. Do you know what? I've got so much fallout down here. I've actually got fallout from the gold as well. So that is one thing I will say is a downside to the palette. There is quite a lot of fallout. So I'm just going to use some concealer. Okay, so I've applied my lipstick, and the lipstick that I used was one of the new Renaissance ones in Highness, which I think is really nice, and I thought would go quite nice with the plummy sort of look. Don't think it looks too out there. No. So anyway, yeah, that's the finished look. And I will say I do like the palette. I think it's nice. I just don't think it's worth the high-end price at all. I'm glad that I got it at 50% off, because otherwise I never would have bought it. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today on creating this look. I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry it's a rather long one, but they normally are when it comes to me doing my makeup. And I will see you in the next video. Don't forget, we've got the giveaway, and the giveaway has now got a date on it of the 31st of March, I think I put on there. So yeah, go along and enter my giveaway, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you'll see some of my videos here in a moment that you'll be able to click on if you're interested in watching more. So yeah, I'll see you later, guys. Bye.